guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming an advice video. I basically asked you guys on Instagram to give me topics that you guys need advice on, and y'all did, so I'm going to be doing that today with
As you fucking Bando, man.
like, don't curse so much.
I'm sorry. As you Bando, man.
Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, follow my socials, turn your post notifications on, all that good stuff, and let's get straight into the video.
I love you. Feel lovely, and every time I think about you I feel bubbly, and I ain't worried about these bitches cause they dusty, and yeah I know I fucked up but girl just trust me.
So the first one is advice on heartbreaks.
I'm not lying, I never got my heart broken. Bro. When did I ever get my heart broken? By who? I never got my heart broken. Where's
Okay.
I never got my heart broken.
Okay.
Promise you. Not
He
yet.
has definitely gotten his heart broken.
I have
I
not.
personally feel like everybody's first heartbreak is like super heartbreaking and very like emotional and sad, and I feel like you cannot live without your person. But I also feel like after you go through one heartbreak and you figure out that you'll be okay, you go through 7 more heartbreaks because you know you're gonna be good in the end, no matter what. Like, you won't be alright. Like, no matter how emotionally attached y'all are, like, none of that matters. You will be okay by yourself, no matter what. Like, you'll be hurt for a little bit, but you'll figure it out and you'll thug it out and you'll be fine. But the first one is definitely always the hardest. After the first one, you'll be alright.
If you like me, for me, you a pimp like me, you're not gonna get down. I get what she's saying. Like, also you have to like also remember that when you with somebody, like, you have to try not to, like, you can't let your emotions be controlled by somebody else. You feel me? Because when you let your emotions get controlled by somebody else, that's where you mess up at. Because then, you feel me? You look to your happiness like through them. Like, you gotta find other things. You feel me? That make you happy, that motivate you, and stuff like that. It can't be somebody else, because then that's a problem. The only person that in your life that's gonna always be there for you is your family. And sometimes they even switch. Sometimes they even switch. You feel me? So you always gotta find. That's one thing that I feel like, I don't know. Like how I said, I never got my heart broken. She said I did. I never did. But like, that's the only way I think you could avoid getting your heart broken, is not letting your emotions get controlled by people. You feel me?
And also, if you're asking for like how to get over a heartbreak, I definitely feel like get out there, do things out of your comfort zone.
For a fact, yeah.
Your friends are everything. Well, I don't know about everybody's friends, but our friends are everything. Do things to distract yourself. Go have fun. Go hang out with your friends. If you were all about this person, like, do things to distract yourself. Things that you always wanted to do. Get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, for the fellas, one thing you can do that helps a lot is go to the gym. I'm not even telling you. Why you laughing? Where to, bro? You try.
I thought you was gonna say something else.
Nah, you go to the gym, and you tell me you go to the gym, and you like that's gonna help you a lot. But yeah, definitely don't stay home all day and like watch TV and shit. Like, you going outside is gonna help you a lot. Doing things, trying to be more social. You feel me? But
definitely.
I'm
not telling you don't sit and deal with it, because you definitely should sit and deal with it. Don't just like only distract yourself, because you have to deal with it eventually.
Don't keep it all in.
Yeah, definitely deal with it, but don't deal with it by only sitting down, crying your eyes out.
And don't go back to that person. You feel me? 'Cause that's the problem. Do not go back to that person. If it's over, it's over. For me, just move on. Even if it's hard, don't go back.
You'll be alright, like we said.
Yeah.
Alright, next topic. Somebody said sugar daddies.
Oh, get the fuck out. That's it for you to talk about. I don't know about that shit.
Honestly, do what you gotta do. I'm nobody to judge nobody. That's how I feel. If you need a sugar daddy, go ahead and get you a sugar daddy.
The problem is,
just make sure you don't gotta give him sugar though.
Nah, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the problem. Like, you feel me? That's a hard situation, because the same girls that be wanting the sugar daddy don't be wanting though. You feel me? Like, get right with the sugar daddy. You feel me? So
yeah.
Like you said, I guess find somebody.
Nah, but you could find sugar daddies that you don't have to give sugar to. You could text them, call them, FaceTime them, and they gonna give you bread.
What type of shit is that? Like,
there's sugar daddies like that.
Just be careful.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. They take you on dates, but some of them really want sugar. So you gotta be careful. But you
gotta show. You feel me? You gotta show some ass and shit and flicks. Do it. Nobody gonna judge you. Show toes. Whatever you gotta do. Right?
That's Next, manipulative / controlling toxic parents.
No, our parents are not like that. So
okay.
What about? I don't understand. Like, what do you? Like, what's the advice I'm gonna give? Like, if you have them,
yeah, like,
get the fuck out the house. Get the fuck up out of there. Nah, I don't know. That's a hard topic, because you feel me? That's your parents. So I would say when you get a little bit older, you're gonna get to like an age when you're like 18 around there, like, you're gonna be doing stuff for yourself. So like, I feel like just stop giving a fuck at a point and just do whatever you want to do. Even if they try to like tell you can't, oh, I'm gonna kick you out and do this, do it. You feel me? Because if not, they're gonna keep you there forever.
I feel like there comes an age where you gotta realize that it's your life, not nobody else's life. and you have to put yourself first and make yourself happy and do whatever it is to make yourself happy. Simply because if not, you're always gonna live your life trying to make your parents happy, and if we disappoint them, like there's just a lot of weight to carry.
Exactly, because they're gonna die eventually.
Andrew, what?
It's a fact. They're gonna die eventually.
Some people die before their parents.
That barely happens. But I'm saying, like, so I'm saying you can't live for your parents at the end of the day. Like how she said, you can't do stuff because you want to make your parents proud. Because if you're not happy and you make your parents happy, what's the point?
What's the point? Like, you're still not happy. Just try your best to stay busy, get a job, stay at the house, work long hours, get your money up so you can move out. The more you work, the more money you have, the quicker you could move out. But just try to minimize your time at home. And just let them talk.
Yeah, don't amp them on. Like, you feel me? If they arguing with you, just like, okay.
And let them think what they think. Let them think you a low life doing nothing.
Yeah, exactly. And you just stay quiet. You feel me?
And you do what you gotta do.
Tell your plans. Go find a boyfriend, some shit, move out with your boyfriend. You feel me? Or a girlfriend.
Okay, next. Advice on self-love. I personally feel like self-love is very important. And I feel like it's not easy to love yourself because you know yourself better than anybody else. And you see things within yourself that nobody else sees. So I know it's very hard. But the good definitely outweighs the bad with yourself. For most people. I think that it's all about like you telling yourself, like me, I'm a queen. I tell myself I'm a queen every day. And I think I'm the prettiest girl in the world. Like nobody's prettier than me. And that's just what it is. And I don't care what he thinks. I don't care what nobody thinks.
Right.
Because you're making a slick ass face.
No,
I think you just gotta build your confidence yourself. Like nobody can build your confidence for you. Like you cannot find confidence in somebody else. Like, you have to build that yourself.
Well, you can, but
no, you can't.
You kinda can.
How? Somebody's calling you pretty?
I mean, there's girls that gets to their heads. A lot of girls that get to their heads.
No.
We both know girls that because they have, you know, people in the inbox hitting them up saying they look good or something. They get hyped, they get gas over that. Like they get.
No, yes, definitely.
But they don't really love themselves though.
They don't really love
it's not real. It's not real though. Yeah, for a fact, it's not real.
Like in order for you to really love yourself, that comes from you. Like you need to build that yourself. Like those are conversations you have with yourself. Like time alone. Finding your strengths and weaknesses, bettering your weaknesses, stuff like that.
One thing you also gotta remember is like if you're gonna be getting into dating or whatever, or have a family in the future, you have to learn how to love yourself before you love somebody else. Nobody's gonna love you more than you're gonna love yourself. And even if they have sex with you, if you don't love yourself, it's not gonna feel right. So you always remember that, like when you're thinking about dating, you think like, oh yeah, maybe when I get a girlfriend, I'll feel happy with myself. That's not gonna happen. You have to love yourself first.
And it starts from within.
So
the next topic is advice on having a relationship with God.
One thing I gotta say is, it's not wrong if you don't believe in, you know, in God. Like you don't never feel like you gotta be forced. You feel me, to believe something. If you want to be, what's that word, atheist? Like if you're an atheist, that make you a bad person. You feel me? That's what means that they don't believe in no gods, right?
Yeah.
You feel me? That's one thing. You cannot let somebody pressure you into believing something. But one thing is, if you really are gonna, you know, take religion seriously, you can't look for God when you're like down bad or when something's going on. Like you just can't call out for him like that because he's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. The best is not gonna work. You always gotta have God, talk to God, look for God no matter.
Be your best during your highs and your lows.
Yeah, like it's not gonna. You can't just I'm going through something. Oh, I'm gonna pray to God. Like it's not gonna work like that. You know what I mean? But you see me though, at all times.
Oh, I have a cross too.
See me though.
Mine is a little one. I definitely agree with everything he said. I also feel like you have to want it. You can't just be like oh, like you have to definitely want the relationship with God. Definitely have him by your side at all times with your highs and your lows, not only your lows. And
he is real.
He is real.
There's a lot. I'm telling you, I can tell you from things I've seen. He's definitely real.
He has a plan for everybody's life already. And half the things you want will come at his time though. Huh? That's just what it is. Next topic, jealous friends.
You better stay away from those people. Those are not good people to have around, and that's one thing. You feel me? The problem with a lot of people when they have friends, they think, oh, I had this friend since I was in 5th grade, I was in 4th grade, I had to stick by them. No. The same way those people for those years, you could meet somebody and you only know them for a year, and they'll do more for you. They have
way better intentions.
They do not even intentions. They'll do more for you than that friend that you knew since 5th grade did ever in their entire relationship and friendship, not relationship. You gotta stay away from jealous people. If you get one side of jealousy, like just stay away from them.
Are you saying jealous friends like friends that are jealous of things you have, of things that you do? I'm thinking jealous friends like jealous friends that don't want you to hang out with other friends. Like they want you all to themselves.
Oh, those.
But that's a good thing.
Okay,
too.
So we'll talk about that. So she's talking about jealous friends that don't want you to have other friends. That's a little bit that's not really bad. Like you have to. Now let me tell you why. I'm not saying it's not bad. Like it's not. I'm not saying it's right for them to do that, but you have to be a little bit like patient with them. Like you know what I'm saying? Because they probably like this. They have attachment issue, and a lot of people leave their lives and shit like that. You never know. That's what you gotta think about it like that. Like
that's true.
There's people you have to like put the situation in the right way. Like you have to obviously think like they're doing it for a reason. They're not doing it. It might not be a bad reason. They just have attachment issues. Like they really like how you are and they don't want you to leave them. You know.
That's true.
Because there's some people that don't know how to balance their friendship.
But there's a balance and boundaries that comes with friendship. But then there's also a negative to it when they're like petty. Like
nah, if it's petty, then it's just you just being a little ass kid. But I'm talking about like if you really genuinely like you just a jealous person. And you like feel like you know you feel like the person they met somebody and they're not being how they were with you before. Then it makes sense why they do that. Cause like I said, attachment issues. That's real. That's what I'm saying. It's bad, but it's not really bad because they just love you and they want to be around you.
I think it's bad because at this age we're grown as adults. I feel like.
Bro, you're not even 21, bro. Shut the fuck up.
I'm 20 though. You're not 21 either.
I'm
like stop.
21.
Stop. I feel like it's bad regardless because we're too grown for that. Like that's like maybe 10th grade shit where it's like, well, you're my friend and my friend only. Like we're over that. You know what I'm saying? Like
so I'm saying
it's not healthy.
Right, yeah.
It's not healthy to only have one friend and that friend be your whole life. That's not healthy.
One thing I think you should do though to avoid that, definitely learn how to like balance your friend group. You feel
and
me? Have
boundaries.
But I don't feel like you should try to mix your friends and try to be like, oh, let me make Jeralyn cool with this friend. Like you should have friends for different things. You know what I'm trying to say? You can. It's not wrong to have different friend groups, but don't ever try to bring them together so that one friend doesn't get jealous. You feel me?
Right, now let's go to jealous friends. How you were saying, like friends that are jealous of you, like things you have, things you do. Like
jealous friends if they're jealous of you, like how I said, that's not something you can let slide. Oh, let it slide once or you did that one. The first time you see somebody jealous about you, just cut them off because it's just gonna get worse and worse and worse. You feel me? And at the end of the day, anything you do in life, if you planning on doing something, always keep that shit to yourself. Don't even tell your close friends until you're in the works of it. You feel me? Because there's a lot of model out here. You feel me? That shit is real. I don't know if you believe in that shit, but I believe in that. So. Anytime you're doing anything in life, just keep your movements in silence. Aldeojo,
for those of you who don't know, is basically like jealousy or
evil eye.
Yeah. Is what it's. The perfect translation is evil eye, and it's basically like people like praying down on you, kind of.
Yeah. Like,
when you tell them things that you're gonna do. So he's pretty much said everything I would say. So I agree with that. Next topic.
What?
Advice on school.
One thing that's important: if you don't like school, don't go there. Like, do not go to school. If you don't like school, find something else. Like, I feel like the problem nowadays is that people think, oh, if I don't go to school, my life is going to be horrible. That's not. If anything, it might be even worse if you go to school and you don't like that shit. Because, like how I said, it goes back to what we were talking about the parent shit. Most of the time people go to school is for two reasons. Because either they want to make their parents proud or they want to be like, oh, I'm going to make so much money, blah, blah. But only go to school if you really...
Wait, we are not...
Nah, fuck that. Do not go to school.
No,
graduate high school. Listen. Graduate high school for 100%. I don't give a fuck if you don't like school. Graduate high school. That's 100%. You need to do that. But after high school, if you don't want to go to school, do not go to school. That's a waste of fucking time. That's a waste of money. Unless you have a career, like if you want to be a cop. But don't just be like, I want to be a cop because I want to make money. Like if you really like being a cop, you want to be a cop, then not just that you watch CSI all the time, you want to be a fucking cop because of that. I'm saying if you really, really want to do it, like you really want to do that, then do it. But if not, don't go to school. I'm telling you, that shit is a fucking scam.
We're not dying down. I'm not. That's the word. I seem like people that go to school ain't shit.
Not yet,
because I'm in school.
I'm not.
If you don't really want to go to school, don't go to school. Because like he said, you're wasting time and money. And school is expensive.
Very expensive.
So if you don't want to do it, if you're not ready for it, if you graduate high school, take your break and go when you're ready. And go with like the interest of what you're going to do.
Yeah.
And even...
That's what I'm saying.
Even if you just want a degree for like a minimum, then go for that. Like go with the goal of I'm gonna get the most minimum degree just to have a degree. But if you don't go to school, that's okay as well, because there's many other things that you can do than school.
You might have to
especially now, it's 2021.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You could do a lot of shit.
Like there's so much things you could do without a degree, without going to school.
Yeah, it's mad
like,
shit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's like programs you could do, a whole bunch of that you can do. So you don't need to go to school. But go to school if you want to. We still need doctors, all
nurses
of
and all,
we still need all of that.
We do.
Like don't ever think engineers and whole, like we need all that still.
Don't ever think you're not cool or shit because you go to school. No, I'm not saying that. It's just like I said, if you really don't have something you going to school for a reason, don't go. You feel me? Don't go because don't go. If you don't have a reason to go to school, don't fucking go. I'm telling you. Well,
or if you want to go to school for no reason, you go because you'll figure it out.
Do not. You're not gonna figure it out. Don't lie to them either. That's not true. I don't know about you, but me personally, if you don't go into school, if you don't go into school with a major. A major, you're not gonna do shit in school. I'm telling you. Like I thought the same thing that you're gonna go to school and you're gonna like do a class. You're like, oh, I like this. I'm telling you, it's not. If you don't like school, like I said, you take time to yourself, do what you gotta do. Figure out what you want to do with your life. But if schools don't make school, like don't think that school is the number one thing you have to do. Because you don't. You really don't.
Like school's not an obligation.
It's not.
Because there's so many other things that you can do, and it's okay if you're not in school. That's the advice that we have to give for school. Next topic, advice on being a rebel. I think that it depends because everybody knows your parent. Like you know what you could get away with, you know what you can't get away with. You need to definitely know your parent.
Yeah.
To know what you can and can't get away with.
Yeah.
2, once you hit a certain age,
yep, they can't stop you.
Nobody can tell you nothing. Legally, nobody can tell you nothing. Huh? Like you could fucking disappear and they can't call the cops if you're 18. Like,
it's true. They dead ass can. Can. But the thing you gotta keep in mind though, that's the thing about they gotta be like, you feel me? Like I said, you gotta know your parents because the same way they can't call the cops if they end up missing this is the same way they can kick you out their house and don't gotta. You feel me? You
tight. You tight. Like, they say they don't want you here. You tight.
You tight. You can't call the cops. You can't be like, oh nothing because you're 18. You feel me? But
they're gonna be like, figure it out.
Yeah. At the end of the day, like if you know your parents, like small shit, like for example, like me. One big part of my hat was the tattoo. You feel me? I couldn't get no tattoo, and I got my first tattoo at 18. I couldn't get a tattoo. Look at me now. Is that something?
Told him because he's tatted up.
Like, look,
and he wasn't allowed to get tattoos.
I wasn't allowed to get tattoos.
And he did it being a rebel.
And I did all my tattoos, but well, a few of them. Look, so look at me now, man. Look at me now. I mean, I'm like that. But that's, you feel me? You gotta take baby steps. You feel me? It's levels to this shit.
I don't feel like I've ever had a rebellious moment.
The reason why I did that though is because I really believe in you can't do everything to make your parents happy.
That goes back to that. That's
what I'm saying. So like for example, my mom tells me, oh, I don't want you to get tattoos because I don't like it. Alright, so you don't go get the tattoos, but I'm gonna go do what I wanna do with my body. You know what I'm saying? Like you always have to listen to them. Like, you know, you listen to their advice. Like I listen to my mom, like she tells me don't get tattoos on your neck, on your hands. Obviously, I'm not gonna go do that, even though if I wanted to, or you know what I'm saying, I don't really want to, but I wouldn't do that because it's smart. She's giving me valid reason. But if they're just telling you, oh, don't do it because I don't want you to do it,
or because I said so.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. If there's stuff like that, then do it. But if she's telling you stuff like being genuine, like she tells you, oh, like don't do this because this is gonna happen, and she's telling you facts, then don't go behind her back and do it. You know what I'm trying to say? But if it's small shit like that she just don't want you to do because she doesn't like it, or he doesn't like your dad don't like it, go and do that shit. At the end of the day, I'm telling you.
Do what you want to do.
Do it, yeah.
To make yourself happy.
Yeah, if it makes you happy, I'm telling you, this shit make me happy. Shit make me happy. I'm telling you, this shit make me happy. I remember when I first got my first tat, I was happy as hell. I think that's the most happiest I've ever been in my life. So, where's you? When I got my first tat, hell yeah.
That was the happiest you've ever been in your life? Getting your first tattoo?
First time I got my shit, that was like the happiest I've ever been. Like it wasn't like, oh, I got a tattoo. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so happy I got a tattoo. Not that, I'm saying like that time.
In your life. Like yeah, a good time in your life.
Yeah, good time.
Okay, next topic. Knowing who the right person is for you, or knowing if the person you're with is the right person for you. Personally, this advice right here is very like to each its own. It's very like my opinion, his opinion, but we can't really tell you much because we're telling you from like personal experience, but you really gotta figure that shit out on your own. I personally feel like you'll just know. That's just my opinion. I don't feel like there's like rules. Yeah. Rules to that.
You know that the person is for you if like they make you want to be a better person for yourself. If they push you, not even push you, like I'm not saying they telling you, oh, go do this. I'm saying like just you being around them
makes you want to do better for yourself.
Better for yourself. That's one good thing. You can't just be like, oh, she's bad. I want to be my
and girl. It can't just be like, oh, like they're so cute. And,
yeah, like it can't be physical. It can't be physical. It's like it can't be like physical. Like yeah, you have to be attracted to her too. But I'm not saying don't go with no ugly. You know what I mean? No offense. But I mean, it can't only be that. It can't be only about looks. Like it gotta be about everything, like the mental. The mental is definitely the most important thing. Like
the mental connection.
Just don't date anybody. You feel me? Take your time with it. You'll find the one for you, bro.
Okay guys, that was all the advice we have for you guys today. Thank you for tuning in. Subscribe to Andrew's channel. I'm gonna leave it in the link in the description. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, follow my socials, turn your post notifications on, all that good stuff, and I'll see y'all next week.
Oh, just trust me. And when I told you I love you, I was keeping it real. And everything that I said, that was that how I felt. And I know you upset and need some time to heal, but I be waiting all days like I'm playing the field. And yeah, I fucked up. I know you done. And every time I think about you, girl, it's love. I know it's hard just to be alone, but I'm right by your side. Yeah, babe, pick up the phone.